mecobalamin, zeaxanthin, GABA wave. I'll warn you, doesn't taste great, but it's worth it.
You take all of these, put them in your hand, and then you just take them. Is that safe to do?
It's totally safe to do that. I look back to my college days where we had beer bongs. It's exactly the same technique. I have some of the most expensive pee on the planet.
I know what you're thinking. This dude seems crazy. Honestly, I thought so too. His name is Dave Asprey. He's the CEO of Bulletproof. He's an entrepreneur. And he's also known for experimenting with drugs. The smart ones.
What I'm trying to do is age less quickly, but most importantly, I'm working on having the most energy and having a brain that works really, really well. Because when I weighed 300 pounds, I was having really bad problems with brain fog. As an entrepreneur, that's a problem.
That combo he's downing, that's what's referred to as a stack, a collection of smart drugs, also called nootropics. They're aimed at enhancing your brain. They could be anything, from a stimulant like coffee to a prescription drug. Nootropics, smart drugs, whatever you choose to call them, users say they enhance your brain and subsequently your body's performance. They've become a thing in the tech world, in part because of the high level of competition, in part because of the long hours. But it all boils down to this way of life, called biohacking. This idea that we can control our own biology, and we can program it to maximize results. But it's hard to know how safe they are. People using these enhancers can suffer from side effects, headaches, insomnia, nausea, and many haven't been studied.
I've used every class of drug you can imagine. I've used the modafinils of the world, the racetams, hydrogen, the list goes on and on.
Tim's body is essentially a living lab. He also practices biohacking. Anything that can control or improve any part of his body, he'll try. There are no limits. Here in Silicon Valley, you are your own athlete. You're only as good as your mind. And smart drugs are a way that entrepreneurs are helping achieve that marathon.
Just like an Olympic athlete who's willing to do almost anything, even if it shortens their life by 5 years to get a gold medal, you're going to think about what pills and potions you can take, because the difference between making $1 million and making $1 billion is right here.
Let's look at 10, 15 years. If you do have some horrific side effects, will it have been worth it?
I've had some side effects. When I was developing the bulletproof diet, I tried an extreme form of ketosis, and it gave me some food allergies I didn't have before, and I'm still working to reverse those. So things happen, but I had food allergies before that, just to different foods. So it was a relatively small risk. If I do find out down the road that there are some side effects, will it have been worth it? Yes, it will have been worth it. The quality of my life every day is so much higher now than it was 10 years ago that it's priceless.
A pretty